So today I'll be showing you exactly how you can learn a new skill utilizing ChatGPT, and I'll show you exactly which is the best avenue to take and the fastest avenue to take. So there's three ways that you can learn a skill on ChatGPT. You can obviously start a new chat and simply just ask it questions to teach you a new skill, depending on whatever that is. But it's important to note that when you do that, all of your information will be confined to that chat. And if you have memory mode on, it might spread into other chats and it just becomes somewhat of a mess. So personally, I don't think using just a simple new chat is the best method. Another way that you can do it is with custom GPTs, and this is great when you want a specific niche that maybe someone already has created a custom GPT for, or a certain response style that you'd like to be responded in. And that's great and all, but ultimately, in my opinion, the best way to learn a new skill utilizing ChatGPT is projects mode, because projects mode allows you to basically have everything confined into one place as if it's like a folder. So for instance, let's say we wanted to learn something, let's just say homework in this case, doesn't really make a difference. And let's say we want to learn a language, right? So now we have our project mode open. We have it set to homework. It doesn't really matter which discipline you're clicking. And here you're going to want to click this little settings icon and change the memory to project only. By doing this, it confines everything into the project mode, and whatever you feed into it will stay in there and not take any information from other chats or send information out from there into other chats. So it just keeps everything confined. As you can see here, project keeps chat files and custom instructions in one place. Use them for ongoing work or just keep things tidy. So we can go ahead and create project. So now we're in a homework section, but it'll be for a language learning process that we are doing. So as we can see here, now it's homework. We're going to have to basically prompt ChatGPT to give us the best prompt to become our personal tutor for the specific language. Now take note, this can apply for any skill that you're doing. It doesn't have to be just for language. You can utilize projects mode for almost anything. You just have to feed it the right prompts so that it can understand what it will be doing for you. So now here's what I would do. Basically at this point, we're going to be trying to get the perfect prompt into our project section. So how would we do this? What I would recommend doing is going and creating a new chat and then simply asking ChatGPT to give us the prompt that we can feed into it based on our goals. So I said here, please give me the perfect prompt to feed into projects mode so I can learn Spanish from scratch. So it'll actually give us a prompt that we can feed back into projects mode without us having to come up with it ourselves. This way we know we're giving it the exact things that we need so that we get us a Spanish teacher or tutor in this case. So as we can see here, projects mode, prompt Spanish from scratch, A1, A2. So you are my Spanish coach, accountability, operating rules, and you can just go ahead and copy all of this while it finishes it up. And obviously if there's things that you don't like, you can go ahead and adjust. And you can even say, we can even tell the ChatGPT here to say, please include questions for it to ask me to understand my goals. And by doing this, it'll include it into the prompt, and that way we'll get the best results from our projects mode because it will truly become our tutor and fully understand exactly where we stand in this case. So now we can go ahead and go back to our homework mode, and then we can actually input the prompt that ChatGPT has given us and click enter. And just give it a moment. It's going to understand what exactly that we're doing, and it's going to probably start asking us questions like we prompted it to do. So as we can see here, go step 1, goal intake interview. A, goals plus timeline. So then you can go ahead and simply answer all of these questions and follow up with it to the best of your ability. So that way it'll understand what your goals are, what you'll be doing, and what skill in this case that it'll be working on with you. And at that point, you basically have your own personal Spanish tutor that you can learn that skill in whatever amount of time you feel necessary. And as you can see here, like I mentioned earlier, you can simply do this with any skill. It doesn't have to be strictly languages. It doesn't have to be strictly Spanish. You just basically go back to the chat that you were doing before and have ChatGPT create a prompt for whatever skill it is that you're trying to learn. And that's about it. It's about that simple. You simply create a projects mode like we did. Make sure memory stays confined so that you have all of your information in one place, and it's like your own little personal hub for whatever skill it is that you're learning. As we can see here, we have our little hub for Spanish learning goals. Go to new chat, and we can always go back to our little hub where everything stays confined, and that can apply to any skill that you're trying to learn. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful or at least insightful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.